Heatwaves amplify near record levels of ice melt in northern hemisphere. Unusually high temperatures are eating into ice sheets that used to be solid throughout the year, according to glaciologists, who warn this is both an amplifying cause and effect of man-made climate disruption across the globe. Greenland U, which is home to the world's second biggest ice sheet, U is likely to have shrunk more in the past month than the average for a whole year between 2002 and now, according to provisional estimates from satellite data. Surface ice, the trend is accelerating. Wednesday was with more than a month of the melt season to go. 2019 is already one of the top 10 years for ice loss in Greenland. The extent is temperatures have been 10°C or more above normal this week. Even at the summit of what was highly unusual in the recent past is becoming the new normal. The Arctic is far. The impact on sea level has not yet been calculated, but the high temperatures are likely to accelerate the calving of the giant, where at least 2 huge cracks have been identified in recent years. Giant chunks of ice. The Russian government has belatedly declared a state of emergency in 4 Siberian regions and that have ripped across an area the size of Belgium. This follows record high temperatures in several locations. Last weekend, in the Canadian Arctic, which is warming than the global average, locals have suffered record wildfires, and permafrost is melting decades ahead of predictions. Last month, European mountains have been affected too. Authorities have warned. In Switzerland, the threat to alpine glaciers has been so alarming that more regions are. Even so, absolutely exceptional for a period of only 14 days in total. And the summer is not. Search for location/city.
Raindrop, truck top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.